Hello everybody, Dr. Darog here, and welcome to my guide to doing the fight kiln in Legacy mode. Now, in order to follow this guide, I recommend that you have at least 80 magic, 80 defense, and 80 constitution, although this guide can also apply to the other combat styles as well. The best thing that you can possibly use is the obsidian armor from Brink of Extinction. You'll also need 85 smithing or someone to assist you for that. Now, what I'm wearing is Sea Singer's robes. I've got the Spellcaster's gauntlets from the tower and Abyssal Wand and Orb, as well as all these other things, including the Ragefire boots. So that's what I'm wearing in this specific video, although you can definitely manage with as low as Ganodermic, Ahrim's Book, and the Wand of Treachery. As far as inventory setup, this is pretty much what you're going to want. If you don't have access to overloads, just replace them with those potions right there and fill up your Beast of Burden with the things in the middle of the screen here. With all of that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and get right down to the nitty-gritty. Here's my wave-by-wave guide for the fight kiln. So here we are, right at the beginning of the fight kiln, and I'm going to go ahead and set this to 4x speed, and over here is the safe spot called the L Rock. Now here comes the first wave, and the first wave consists of a Tokhaar-Tok-Zill, 2 Tokhaar-Hers, and 2 Tokhaar-Zills, and you're just going to hide under the L-shaped rock, and then take all of those out once they've settled into their respective locations, blocked off by the safe spots. You're going to get an invincibility crystal and then proceed on to the next round. Next round, you hide under the L-shaped rock as well, and it is also a very easy round. Go ahead and take down the closest things first, and just take them down one at a time, maybe 2 at a time if you're using splash damage spells. And it's all very easy at this point. You're just getting warmed up. Wave 3 has 3 of the Tokhaar-Tok-Zills and 1 of the Tokhaar-Zills, 1 Tokhaar-Her, and it is also not difficult. If you need to pray, go ahead and use Protect from Range on all of the first 9 rounds, I believe it is. All the way up to round 8. Round 8 you want to use Protect from Magic, but until then you can use Protect from Ranged, and that should help you out a lot. Now there's a restoration crystal chilling on the ground over here for you after wave 3. You want to grab that before wave 4 starts and get back to the L-shaped rock. Wave 4 is very similar to the first few waves. The composition of enemies changes, but the strategy has not changed much so far. So just proceed with the strategy you've already been using. Now, me personally, I'm using Ancient Magics here, and my main hand spell is set to a blood spell, and my offhand spell is set to ice. So that can help me heal up to mitigate some damage alongside the vampirism aura that I also am using. So wave 5 is another easy one, just the same as the others, and at the end of it, well, there's this Tokhaar, what the hell is it called? Tokhaar-Ket-Dill, and the Tokhaar-Ket-Dill has powerful armor that must be cracked through with the pickaxe that I showed you in the inventory setup earlier, and yeah. Once you crack through that with your pickaxe with melee attacks, you can damage it with anything magic ranged melee, and it's pretty weak. It's also got a special attack which can be completely avoided by using one of the constitution crystals. You beat wave 5, you get a magic crystal, and wave 6 is, once again, more of the same. Very easy. Wave 7, just like wave 6. We're adding in some of the magic guys now, and that's no problem for you, I am sure. These monsters are not very difficult. As a matter of fact, I find them to be just wastes. Wastes of time, wastes of space. Like, this part is easy. Don't even need the guide for this part, but I went ahead and put it together for you. Now, ranged crystal at the end of that round. I personally didn't need that. Now, here, wave 8, you're going to have one of these Tokhaar-Ket-Zex, and That is a heavy hitter, but not as heavy as the ones in the fight caves, that's for sure, with far lower life points. You take that wave down pretty quickly, and next up, the final wave before you get to the first Tokhaar-Jad. This wave consists of 6 Tokhaar-Kal-Ket-dills, and again, you're not going to have too difficult of a time. If you find they're dealing too much damage, go ahead and throw on Protect from Range, but personally, I found them to be, they just did splash damage. Scratch damage, I mean to say. They just did scratch damage. So you want to go ahead and make sure you're at the northeast side of the east block of the north face of the middle rock before this wave starts. And when this wave goes ahead and starts, Jad's going to come over to you, and so is this Tokhaar-Kal-Ket-dill. And as long as you're in the right place, you will be totally safe. Now you've got a couple seconds to take a deep breath, which I'm sure you'll need to do, and calm down if this is your first attempt, but you should be fine. This is a little tricky, but yeah. Let's go ahead and wait. What? Okay. So hit him. Oh wow. Just look at that life bar. He's done. Seconds. What was that? 4 seconds? 3 seconds? That was slowed down. So yeah. That should not be any sort of special challenge. Shouldn't present any additional difficulty. Just stay calm. Now after that, the platform is going to shrink a little bit, and you'll find that to change the terrain slightly, but you can still use your L-shaped rock, and that's pretty much where you're going to want to be. Okay, so wave 12, you hide under the L-shaped rock and wait for the 2 Tokhaar-Kal-Ket-dills and 2 Tokhaar-Medj. And you just take those suckers down as soon as they are all blocked. It's another easy wave. The next one is going to have all magic creatures, so go ahead and use Protect from Magic if you have to use Protect Prayers. In fact, Protect from Magic is mostly the theme from here up until the next Jad on wave 20, so if you're Protect Prayering, that's what you want to start off with on each wave. Go ahead and grab these crystals if they're relevant to you, but for the most part, you're not going to have a tremendous need for them. Personally, now I am maxed combat and I am using rather high level gear, but again, I am in legacy mode as well, and personally, I didn't find a need for almost all the crystals that I picked up. I just sort of hoarded them till the end and didn't end up using them all. So that's just my personal experience. They can be very helpful, especially the Constitution crystals, the Restoration crystals, and the crystal relating to your specific class. So that's something that I would suggest getting. The Restoration crystals are always great, and invincibility too. That's a fantastic one. It can definitely help you out with the Tokhaar-Jads. Now, I'm not saying much about the strategy for these waves because it is mostly the same. You just hide under that L-shaped rock and wait for everything to come to you and take it out as soon as you have the opportunity. So, not too much additional strategy required here. There's a couple new monsters that keep showing up, but they're basically palette-swapped clones of monsters that you've already fought during the fight caves anyways, or perhaps out in the Tokhaar city, or perhaps out in the Tsar city. So, yeah. So, we're up to wave, what is it, 19 now? Oh, yeah, Oh, this is a fun thing that happened. So, while I was making this guide, this happened here. You see the timer up here? Yeah, there's nothing going on. Like, there's nothing spawning or anything. I just waited a couple minutes and chilled, and nothing spawned for like 5 minutes. So I logged out and logged back in, and that fixed the glitch, but I lost my timer. So that's kind of unfortunate. But here's wave 18, and once again, there's nothing new or tricky about this wave. Basically, you just want to take it one step at a time, get as many things blocked as you can, and take them out in a safe and effective order. You don't get to this stage of the game without knowing how to, you know, fight mobs and abuse the AI in this game. So, yeah. Should not be anything new to any of you. Now, this wave right here before these Jads, it's got 6 of these mages and one of those tokhaar-ket-dills. So, and those are painful to fight, but I'm sure you will not have a problem with it. Just go ahead and throw on that pickaxe after you take out those mages, hunt down your dill. But yeah, you take that sucker down, get the ranged crystal if you want it, and make sure you're on the northeast side of the Midrock. Take out that Tokhaar-Jad in no time, just like last time, and go ahead and take out the Ket immediately afterwards, and you're golden. Now the lava continues to encroach in upon your stage of battle here. So, and here come the melee fighters. So you're gonna start off with 12 Tokhaar-Hers here. If you're using ancient magics, you should take them down in no time with absolutely no difficulty. They're not difficult at all. Strength crystal if you need it. I didn't, so I left it. And then you want to be on the east side of the Midrock here. All this is in the graphics on the side, so I'm really just talking to provide something for you to listen to while you're watching the video, because I know it's so dull if there's no commentary. I mean, so by the way, if I haven't mentioned this yet, this is my first attempt ever at the... Well, no, that's not 100% true. I attempted the fight Kiln one time before this video, and I got stumped at wave 9 or whatever because I didn't bring the pickaxe, so I couldn't kill the dill. Also, you don't need the pickaxe to kill the dill. The dills can be taken down with... oh, what the hell are they called? Yeah, the dills can be taken down with dread nips if you do not have the pickaxe or want to bring the pickaxe. But personally, I prefer to just use that pickaxe and get them down. And like I didn't want to do that. I brought my dread nips with me, but I didn't end up using them personally. Didn't find a need for it. I realized that I didn't have anything to worry about. So, yeah. Still, nothing too difficult going on here, and we're more than halfway there. But the hardest waves are yet to come, and with this platform continuously shrinking, we're getting a little tricky. Like this one, you want to run up into the northwest corner. Now, as soon as you finish wave 27, what you want to do is you want to run all the way up to the this obstacle that's at the north, and you want to touch the tip of it and go over 2 spaces. Now, once this lovely fella starts to attack you, you can go ahead and move over here like this, and he's safe spotted. Now, the Constitution Crystal will actually make you immune to the special attack of the Ket-dills, but in my particular situation, I didn't even find it necessary to do that. Although you will see in just a moment that I kind of forgot to drink my overload, so I was just sitting there having no idea why I wasn't casting spells and I wasn't hitting him or hurting his armor. So yeah, kind of wasted some time here. But you already know how to fight these dills. They have a very short aggro radius, so for the most part, you just want to take out the dills. You want to take out that Ket pretty soon, but me, I just tanked him for a while. But you want to take out those dills, walk around and take them out, and yeah, that's not difficult. Oh, if you haven't seen it yet, there's an arrow to skip over to the next wave if you'd like, or you could just sit here and watch me do this and listen to me jabber. So here I decide I'm going to go ahead and take down the Ket because I'm tired of it hitting me with those giant meteorite tail shot things. I redosed my potion, and I'm not having issues anymore with that. Killed that dill really fast, and then there's 2 left, and I decide I want to kill those at the same time, so I'm going to sort of beat on one for a second and then switch to the other, right? And then I'm going to beat on that one until it loses its shell, and switch back to the other one and take them both out with magics from a distance. Totally safe, because that's the way I roll. Totally safe. Most of the time. Ladies. So, yeah. You want to go ahead and make sure you're all potted up and kill those guys. Hide yourself on the Midrock and prepare for 6 of these guys to show up and start trying to eat your face. Now, at this point, my pack yak has died, and all of my Cerebrews left over from him are on the ground. But I didn't feel like I needed those, and as you can tell from this footage being turned into a guide, I didn't. So the next round is 30, and it's got a Jad in it. You just sit on that same northeast safe spot on the middle rock and take out the meleers first. Then you can take out Jad immediately afterwards. Now, if you've got invulnerability crystals, there's no problem with using those here. But yeah. So this one was pretty fast too, just like all the others, and is absolutely no big deal. So my platform shrinks one more time. Now there's pretty much just the thing in the middle. Actually, I think it might get smaller one more time at the very end. Now these guys, these Tokhaar-Kal-Ket, they're just as easy as ever. You'll get a ranged crystal for this wave, and I didn't need that. So these guys come up, and you eat their faces with your attacks because you're powerful, right? You're a strong guy, and you're gonna own those noobs. This one's a little tricky. You want to go all the way to you want to go straight north all the way to the wall from that middle rock safe spot, so you can block the southern Ketzeks down there until you're ready to take them on. But it's also probably not necessary. They don't even hit that hard. 26 I think is their max hit in Legacy mode. So, all right, now the real challenge begins, and these last couple of waves, well, they're all Jads. There's Jad in this wave, Jad in the next wave. So just be ready for it. Sit on that Midrock and go ahead and take down that Jad, take down the other fellas. There's nothing tricky left to it. You've just got to make sure you're in the right spot at the beginning of each wave, and you know where everything's going to spawn, and you don't freak out. Now this one's a little weird. You want to stand where I was standing, but you probably want to throw on that invulnerability crystal before Jad starts attacking you, because you've got to lure him first and then move to a place where you're safe from him. Either that, or you could keep up the prayer switching. That works just as well. And as you can see, I survived the wave without using the invulnerability crystal whatsoever. Get yourself on that northeast spot to be safe, and here comes double Jad, the final wave before HAR-AKEN, the final challenge. So, just take down those Jads. Ouch. Don't let the thing that happened to me right there happen to you, because it actually really hurt. And that was the first time I messed up the entire, time I was in here. So, yeah. So, just get those prayer switches in, and here comes HAR-AKEN. Now, the final challenge is a little weird. First thing you're going to want to do, you want to start taking down these tentacles. There's both mage tentacles and ranged tentacles. They have a max hit of 26 in Legacy mode, or 260 if you're not in Legacy mode. And every once in a while, every 72 seconds or so, the head pops up. Now, that head's got 4,800 life points, and once you kill the head, you have won the minigame, and you will get your cape. So you just wait for the head to pop up, do what you can to mitigate damage from the tentacles. Now, for the most part, that means try and use the middle rock to block some of the tentacles while you're also attacking and taking out some of the other tentacles. That way you can reduce the number of tentacles that are attacking you. Because those tentacles do significant damage once you have them added together and attacking you constantly. As you can see here, I was getting hit pretty frequently, getting hit pretty hard by the tentacles, but I definitely survived it, and if I was paying more attention to the head, I could have killed it a lot faster, I think. I tried specking him with the Tokhaar-Jad, the superior Tokhaar-Jad, and it missed, so that didn't help me at all. But it was funny. It was worth a shot, anyways. Now, there's not much left here to tell you other than just stay alive during this last part and keep calm. Don't freak out. That's the biggest thing. During this entire thing, you need to stay calm and collected and don't freak out. The most important tip I can give you is to stay calm, cool, and collected and realize that this is just a mini game and you're not going to lose anything and it's no big deal if you die. Just try it again. Don't get scared. Don't get nervous. Just keep calm and collected. Stand in the right safe spots. Take down all the monsters and do your prayer switching when that's a thing that's necessary. It's not hard. Like I said, I first try. Did it the first try. It took me more tries than that to get the fire cape again after EoC came out than it took to beat this minigame, the fight kiln, and get the Tokhaar-Kal. And he's done for. So thank you so much for watching my guide. I really hope that it's helped you. Now down below, there are some resources linked in the description to help you out. If you're still having trouble, you can print out the strategy guide from RuneScape's Wikia page, and that could be really helpful. That's what I did. I printed out the strategy guide and just let it sit next to me on my desk while I was going through it so I would know where to be during each wave. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. If you want to see more RuneScape videos, make sure you leave a comment down below and ask me for a RuneScape video. And, oh, have you checked out any of my Minecraft Let's Plays? I have someone to add to the Hall of Minions. And his name is Glitch Whoops. More like this. Alright. And, I'm just gonna hit random. Oh, that works. One random. Everybody gets one random. And here is your skin. Welcome to the Hall of Minions, version 2, Glitch TA.